Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another edition of Garage Guitarist. Well, I got my parts in the mail, man, and I'm really excited. I've got some good stuff for you here from Dragonfire Guitars. I got all the parts. I even got a cool upgrade from the guys there. They give me a minute. Let me get it all situated on the desk, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so this is all the gold hardware I told you I was going to get. Look at these beautiful things, man. These are gold locking tuners I got for the headstock. I've got a gold input jack for the body. I've got a three-way selector switch with gold screws on it. I've got all my pots for the controls. I've got a set of gold screws here for the pickguard. And I got an extra set just in case I needed some. I'm going to need some obviously for the back plate. And look at these pickups, man. They're so awesome. Look at that. Right there, man. Gold poles with gold, and he even threw in a set of gold screws. Look how beautiful that is. White with gold poles. I'm really blown away by that. And the bad boy, which I thought, well, look at this bridge, man. Block saddles, all gold. Look at the size of that brass block. Look how thick that is, man. That is beautiful. That is just so awesome. So I'm going to take a few minutes, get situated, get my camera switched over, and we'll install these parts and get ready for the final setup and the wiring, which we'll have to do that in another video. I don't have time for that tonight. But I definitely want to get these on, get them in the guitar and see what they look like. So, okay, so here's the guitar. We're going to go ahead and take the pickguard off, and we're going to take the bridge off and the jack plate off. So I'll have to fast forward. Okay, so got the pickguard off, and now I'm just going to take the bridge off. I do apologize, I had to turn on the AC. It is so freaking hot out here tonight, and it's super humid, so I have to have the AC on. It's going to make some noise, but whatever. Alright, so I'm going to take the bridge off now, and then we'll get to the jack plate. So we're going to go on the back first. Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute to show you. This is a standard Squier bridge. Most of my life when I take the bridges off, this is what they look like. They have this really super thin piece of like cast iron metal. And I wanted to show you the difference between that and a really nice brass block. I mean, look at that. This thing's going to give you sustain for days. I mean, it's just amazing, the difference. This is kind of cheesy, and this is just fat and super heavy, and it's going to give you lots of sustain, and it looks awesome too. So we're going to put the bridge in now. You can see it's got 6 set screws. We're going to put the 2 outside screws in first, and then we'll go from there. See how the bridge works. A lot of times the outside screws will determine whether or not the bridge going to work with the guitar, because you know how Squiers are. They're not exactly the same as a standard Squier. Bullet Squiers, they're all a little bit different depending on the factory that makes them. So I need to see if the bridge will basically work first before I go through and do anything else to it. it is. Look at that beautiful gold bridge. And it comes with a whammy bar too. And you can check to see where your screws sit with it, because you'll tell when you go too far with the screws, it'll actually cause the back of the bridge to stand up like that, and I don't want that. I want the bridge to be level with the body. I'm not a huge whammy bar user, but it still looks cool. He gives you a gold whammy bar to go with it, and it's got a little set screw in there, so you don't have to screw the whammy bar in. You can set the screw and have the whammy bar in any position you want. Some guys like to have it here. Some guys, you know, they don't want it to just fall down every time they let go of it. They want it to stay up here. I'm not really big on the whammy bar, but I'm going to keep it anyway. And so I've got the gold Jackplate cover, which looks awesome, by the way. And now we'll go ahead and put the pickups in the pickguard and put the pickguard on it, and you can see what it'll look like almost finished. Okay, so I discovered a little problem, and I know exactly why it's a problem. You have to understand the Bullet Strat, the body is a tad bit thinner than a standard Strat. And so the bridge is actually on the back side. If you look at it, it's just a bit too deep in there. It's not going to be a problem though. I mean, like I said, I don't use my whammy bar too much. In fact, I never use it, so I don't really think it's going to be a problem. And the cover plate fits on there just fine. It'll cover it up, so I'm not too worried about it. I have a red pearloid pickguard coming pretty soon, so that's why I ordered the extra screws. Once you get that on there, you won't even be able to see it, but you can tell it does stick up just a hair. Not a problem, but understand that if you're going to be working with a Squier Bullet, it has different dimensions than a standard Squier. Okay, there it is, the finished product. Look at that, gold on red. That's exactly to the mark what I was shooting for on this guitar. It is absolutely beautiful. White pickups, white control knobs, gold hardware, gold bridge, gold jack plate, gold screws. Everything And I'm even going to get me some little buttons and everything else. So it's not totally complete. I got a back plate coming tomorrow that's red pearloid to match this. The next video, of course, is going to be the tuners, because the tuners that I have in there now, the hole in the peg in the headboard, I'm sorry, the tuners that I have on there now, the hole in the headstock is slightly smaller than this. So let me see here. Let's see if I can hold it up. Here it is. So these are the new tuners for it, and you can see this hole here is probably going to be 10 millimeter. So the hole for these obviously is a lot smaller. So we're going to have to drill that hole out a little bit bigger so that these new tuners will fit. Definitely going to have to get me some gold string trees. I want every metal part on here to be gold, because on my other guitar, my other Fender, I got a gold bridge jack plate, but none of the other screws are gold, and I had gold tuners, but I just thought it was odd that I had gold bridge, gold jack plate, and I had silver screws around the pickguard. But man, that thing is just, this one is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Alright everybody, I got the first part of it, most of it done. Most of the major work is done on it. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Just look at that guitar. And I've got some still shots here I wanted to show you, because it really is, I don't think this camera does it justice. My other expensive camera, I took some pictures with it, it'll do it better justice than this. But man, that guitar is just beautiful. Gold on red, exactly what I was going for. I can't wait. Tomorrow I'll get the pearloid, or in a few days I'll get the pearloid pickguard. We'll put that on the back. Then we'll go ahead and wire all the pots and stuff together. That'll be my next video, and then we'll get the tuning machines installed. We'll get all of these replaced with the gold locking tuners. I can't wait. Thanks for joining me, man. It's been a ride. I love this guitar. I love the way it turned out. I can't wait to play it.